What do you think is the biggest misconception of your generation?
When we face a bit of hardship, we will tend to give up.
I put it as a misconception. I hope you feel better now.
Yeah. Do you think you have succeeded? And what's your secret to success?
If you compare it with, there's always someone better, someone greater, someone wealthier per se. But I do have a list of things that I set out to do in my life. A couple of things that I wanted to achieve, and I'm glad to say that at this age where my hair has really grown white, I have ticked most of the boxes. What do you think is the biggest misconception of your generation?
What I've always heard is that people of our generation usually, when we face a bit of hardship, we will tend to give up or whine and we don't want to do anymore. Yeah. So, what's your perspective of our generation?
Quite a few years back, when we were observing the younger generations, I would agree with you that there are discussions about, how this generation is different. And what was interesting is that we went through a journey as leaders at that point in time to really mix with the newer generations to understand their way of thinking through conversations like this. It took a while for us, older generations, to try to understand, and you're right, I put it as a misconception. I hope you feel better now.
Yeah.
Does your family understand and support what you're doing now?
I would say in the beginning, they did not really support me because my dad wanted me to take over his business, but I went to a totally different route.
Sometimes it's also good exposure that you do something else, and then before you come back and relook at your company, your own family business, that could help in a different way.
When I moved on to work for my dad in another company, I realized I was finding ways to make use of technology to improve his work process. Yeah, so that's when I realized that I had a passion and a thing for technology. Do you think it's more important to work for money or passion?
I think if you work for passion and you do what you like, you probably will do well. And if you do well, the money will come as well. Sometimes it's not sustainable because you might end up not being happy or end up doing something that you might not be really good in, although you might earn a lot temporarily, and that will get you stuck in the longer run. So long-term wise, it's better to work for passion, I believe. What do you think?
Sometimes I feel like you have a passion for something, but you get swayed off about the money aspect. Is there anything that makes you stay true to what you believe in?
Well, there will always be temptation, right? I think if you stay true to what you really believe in, what you want to do, that sustainable thing will then lead you to the outcome that you want in the longer run, rather than a short-term temptation, I would say. How has your view of the tech industry changed since you started work?
I thought it would be a very hierarchical place to be in, but since I stepped in, I realized it's more of a team thing where everyone can contribute with their opinions, their thoughts, and everyone has a fair part to contribute to the whole project.
Keep having that mindset. It's great. At the end, it doesn't matter whose decision or whose idea it is. What it really matters is what's good for the project, what's good for the company, and the client per se. So I think that's fantastic.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Alfred.
I'm Tania.
Tania.
Yeah.
I'm the managing partner for Enterprise SPG.
I'm a software engineer. I thought I would just be speaking with some manager, just a little, not so.
Not so much so old.
No, not to say that. Whatever you said was very insightful.
Okay, I hope it helps. So I thought that this is a good opportunity to learn from the young talent again. And I've always asked myself, what is the kind of environment that I should be building for the people. And this is one good way that I can take back to see if I can do something better, especially along the lines of the work-life balancing.
I hope that is something that I can achieve when I grow older, when I have my own family.
Thanks, Tania. Pleasure meeting you.
Same.
Thank you. Thanks.